Oh, hello, I didn't see you there. Welcome back to the channel, guys. I hope you're doing very well. If you are new here, then hello and welcome as well. This episode is The Escape, and we previously watched The Survivors. So let's see what happens, what the TARDIS team get up to, and yeah, it's going to be interesting. Right, let's stop hanging around. Let's get right into it. If you would like to check out the full-length reaction to this, by the way, you can check that out over on my Patreon. But just a little caveat, when you do watch the full reaction, one little thing to mention is that this one was mislabeled, and this one was labeled as The Survivors. So I've actually watched this one before I've watched the Survivors episode. So you will notice that in the full reaction, I do mention about, like, wait, was there a bit of a disjointed thing? What's going on? Why is it mentioning these things that I don't know about? I've cut it out of this, but it is still on the Patreon version. Obviously, I didn't want to have to rewatch this because it is my first time viewing it. Still got massive appreciation for how they made these titles. The ingenuity of it it's cool. Doctor Who. Welcome back to the BBC show with a very well made set. Oh, who's that?
Don't be afraid.
What do you want?
Don't be afraid. Be very afraid.
What they called you? You're not. You're perfect.
I tried to speak to you in the forest yesterday, but I frightened.
Yes.
I was terrified.
Yes, I was very clumsy. I have come now to make certain you understand how to use the drugs I left for you.
I didn't even know they were drugs.
Yeah, I was going to say, I just thought they were tools.
Well, don't you know about the Daleks?
So the Dalek people have survived.
You see, the Daleks want the drugs too, and they won't let us go until I bring them back to them.
Are you sure the Daleks want the drugs for your friends and not for themselves? I shall give you a further supply, which you must hide as best you can. Do you trust me?
No. You're an alien species that she thinks is perfect.
Yes.
Oh, she's falling for him.
I am Aladdin of the Thal race.
Hello, Aladdin, with his Anadin.
Well, they called you mutations.
Doesn't look like a mutation.
We are the survivors of a final war, but the radiation still persists, and that is why your friends are ill. If they call us mutations, what must they be like?
I have returned the girl to the cell.
The Thal said the drug would act quickly.
This Aladdin of yours seems to have kept his wits about him.
Susan.
Grandfather,
Oh, God.
as soon as Grandfather's properly awake, we must try and find a way of helping the Thals. Well, it's 2 years
They're being
overdue
watched
now,
by
and all
that
their
camera.
crops are ruined.
Yep, thought so. I saw it earlier and I thought, is that a camera or is that just something on the wall?
Unless we can help them arrange some sort of treaty with the Daleks, well, they're all going to die. He said if they agree to supply food for them, then one of us must take a message outside the city.
Okay, I love that they look the same.
Will they let themselves starve to death? No.
No.
I feel preserving our prisoners was a good idea. And an arrangement to bring the Thals inside our city, an even better one. Give them a false sense of security.
Also, I love the eye dilating and opening and that.
The girl is to come with me. We are going to help the Thals, which is what you want us to do.
Right.
Why have they taken Susan?
How do they know we want to help the Thals?
This must be the craft in which the strangers arrived here. So, Aladdin.
Wait, Aladon. Sorry, Aladon. Okay.
They are Daleks.
Yes, but we've changed over the centuries. Why shouldn't they? The once famous warrior race of Thals are now farmers. Perhaps we can exchange ideas with them.
I don't think they'd accept that.
And these others, they arrived here in this weird object?
Yes, Nemesis.
Where is the girl now?
I have given her the drugs and she has returned to the city.
It would have been better if you'd given it to a man instead of a girl.
It's sexist. And that was from a lady as well.
How old is this young girl?
No longer a child, not yet a woman.
Isn't she like 16 though?
Dione sees her personal future in you. You must remember that when we left our plateau and started on this journey, she was little more than a child. But that was 4 years ago.
I feel like it's a bit creepy. That was 4 years ago. Look at her now.
Well, she told me her name, Susan, and that is how the message is to be signed. Otherwise, we shall know the Daleks are hostile to us.
So the director just said to him, right, when you say this line, you have to look forward thoughtfully, okay? Otherwise the Daleks would... So she's got to write something for the Daleks.
We expect them to help us.
Yes, I'm sure they will.
It's interesting that in the arm of the Dalek, you can see the clip that she's about to put that into, I'm assuming. Oh, okay. It's a magnet or something then. Earlier, the Dalek was holding the tray, so...
What is the last word here? So, son, stop that noise.
Still creepy with the voice.
All set, Doctor.
Oh, so they did it on purpose.
The whole pattern of things is suspicious. Just because the Daleks didn't kill us.
I tell you, the Daleks are brilliant people. I think we ought to cooperate with them.
Ever since you talked alone to the Daleks, you've been on their side. What have they done? Bribed you or something?
They can be moved immediately to another room. We shall deal with the Thals.
The point is, how do we get out of here? Wait until the Daleks open the door and force the issue?
Well, we'd never get near them.
Could do.
We must all pretend to be dead. Then when they come in to investigate, we must rush down the corridor.
Yes,
and go to
and then what?
They get shot.
We must find a way of putting these machines out of action.
Make them shoot each other?
All the floors are metal.
Yes, they
So
are.
are the streets of the city outside.
Why?
Because...
Because it's essential to them.
Like trains running on tracks.
For example, that when they move about, there's a sort of acrid smell.
Yes, I've noticed that.
I know. A fairground.
Dodgems.
It's electricity.
Yeah.
I think they're powered that way.
They're not now. They've changed now, but...
And only the base of the machine touches the floor.
I believe the Daleks have discovered a way to exploit static electricity.
What? Drawing power from the floor?
I kind of like this idea of the Daleks, that they're drawing power from the floor.
Do you mind concentrating, young man?
I think he is.
The cloak the Thals gave you.
Yes, it's just behind you.
And what will it do, young man,
Insulate. This is a perfect way of putting them out of action.
They found a magnetron under some bushes.
Oh, a Mangdon? Or a Magnadon?
I'll go and tell Anne to this.
Is he still afraid of the dark?
My brother isn't afraid of anything.
Would that become important?
It's surprising how often apparent defeat can be turned to victory.
Why are they running?
They're going to help us.
Aha.
She says the Dalek people have no malice towards us, and they hope that they can work with us to build a new and safe world.
They want to kill you.
They have the ability to produce food by means of synthetic sunlight, and they have left a quantity of it for us in the entrance hall of their main building.
I think you're going to go into that hall and then exterminate. Where's the others?
Move back from the door.
Oh, it didn't work.
Take the food.
Oh, it did, and this is what they were planning.
I'll be able to jam the door with a piece of this. Perhaps we can throw a coat over the lens.
But if it could drop it,
A distraction. And when the lens looks the other way, throw something over it.
that could work.
What are you up to?
It should do it.
Making mud.
Oh. Good idea.
If he's on time, we have 3 minutes.
There's certain intervals then between them coming through. No! But I thought they were going to do something. Oh, right. Okay, I wonder why he was there. Oh. You set the alarms off. What have you done? No! It can still shoot you.
Away from me. Get away from me. Away from me. Get away from me.
Don't stand near the guns. Ah, that was how it works.
I think it's worked.
It doesn't move. So is there... I was going to say...
Go in the corridor and keep a lookout.
I did wonder if there was an alien inside it. An actual Dalek inside it.
You'll have to help me.
Like in the new ones. And it seems there is.
Yes. Give me the cloak.
No, but if you roll it off the cloak, it'll turn back on. Won't it?
Lift.
I mean, I'm hoping they're going to explain it, because to people watching it for the first time,
See if I can get inside it.
like I am, with no knowledge, they wouldn't know.
Ian, hurry!
Give me a hand. Lift down gently.
This will be when one comes around the corner now.
How is it?
It's very cramped indeed.
Oh, can't you sound more like a Dalek?
It did.
Do you mean that?
That's it.
I love that.
It's a human Dalek.
surely they'll know that we're pushing it.
No. They won't be suspicious at all.
It won't be suspicious at all.
You get in front and pretend I'm taking you for questioning.
Yeah, that's the... I'll say, does it look the same? Oh, it's got hands. No, it's not the same. It's interesting to see where they're going with it, and to, you know, how they originally thought the Daleks worked, or I know that is how they worked originally, whereas now it's been changed in the lore of Doctor Who. So it's interesting to see the original incarnation of what it would have been. And I wonder how they transferred that into being how it is now. If it was explained, like the Dalek running from electric from the floor, etc. It's not like that now, as far as I know. Maybe it is, but there are flying Daleks now, so how do they operate if they don't, you know, run off of electric? Do they run off static in the air? Or well, if you did like this video, consider subscribing to the channel for more things like this and reactions to films as well. I love watching things with you guys and seeing all of the information that you kind of give me with it, but obviously no spoilery stuff, please. Anyway guys, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you very, very soon back here. I hope you're all well. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.